Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network this morning from Sunset Baseball Field in Brush. It's the opening game of the Patriot League season as the Brush Bee Diggers take on the Platte Valley Broncos. I'm John Beltran with the Bee Diggers playing their second game in as many days after losing yesterday in their opener right here in Brush to Fort Morgan 1-0 on a six-hitter from Colin Farley. As the Bee Diggers had opportunities in that game in that first and the fifth inning with runners at third base on both occasions and one out, but they could not plate the run. And now they're looking to bounce back here from what happened yesterday here in Brush. As I'm joined by Evan James, who has been with me for the last few softball seasons and sparingly during baseball. And Evan, we can't spot too many clouds in the sky. Great day for baseball.
It is a wonderful day for baseball, John. I mean, the wind is just kind of there, but, we're just hanging out.
Would you say it's a mild, because I don't see too much move. Actually, it looks at more times a little bit more animated on that center field flag movement. But as long as it doesn't affect play.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm wearing shorts because for me, it's basically spring already.
Yeah.
And it's time to get into spring mode and into baseball mode. Now, Platte Valley is playing their first game of the season, and they are wearing their baby blue uniforms with the gray pants. The Bee Diggers with their new uniforms, the pinstripe maroon uniforms with the gold pinstripes. What do you make of the new uniforms?
I love them. They're really cool.
Well, first of all, I think if you equate pinstripe uniforms in baseball,
yeah.
I mean, the New York Yankees, I'm not a fan of the Yankees, but they have classic uniforms, the Eaton Reds in high school baseball, and those are the only uniforms they wear. The Bee Diggers have had 2-3 different uniforms during a season. I don't know if they will go to the different uniforms once they go on the road. These are the home uniforms, but normally a lot of teams will wear a different uniform at home as opposed to the road. Again, Eaton is the exception. I don't know what the plans are for Brush, but their first road game will be coming up on Tuesday, weather permitting, in Eaton, coincidentally enough, against the Reds. We'll get to the starting lineups coming up momentarily as this game will start a little bit later than scheduled. Slated to start at 11 a.m. So we're with you live here just past 11 a.m. on 1010 KSIR. And the Bee Diggers were hoping to play their first game last Thursday, a week ago Thursday, but that was snowed out against Platte Valley, or against Fort Morgan, and played yesterday. Then they were hoping to play on Thursday in Kersey, but that game will now be on Saturday, April 23rd at 11 a.m. So that's the way we go. Let's get to the Platte Valley starting lineup. And batting first will be the shortstop, Howdy Johnson. The pitcher, Dade Gomez, at second. The third hitter is the third baseman, Avery Valenciano. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, Gabe Medina. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Adam Gross. It is the center fielder, Nick Silvas, hitting sixth. Aaron Rios behind the plate, bats seventh. The DH, Braden Hoff, hits eighth. And Zach Weimer, the second baseman, will bat ninth. All right, before we get to first pitch, we will take a break and then come back with the opening pitch of this Patriot League opener between the Bee Diggers and Platte Valley Broncos from Kersey, right here on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Chase Krieger is this morning's starting pitcher for the Bee Diggers. Let's set the defense for Brush, and the lineup is different for the Bee Diggers. We'll get to that in the bottom of the first inning. The first baseman is Kyle Wellen. Sam Metlin at second. Alejandro Matos Garcia is the third baseman. In between him at short is Braxton Shelton. In the outfield, Caden Schwint is in left. The center fielder is Caden Moriarty. Ivan Cadenas in right. Behind the plate is Ty Griffith. And again, the right-hander is senior Jace Krieger. As the Bee Diggers used three pitchers yesterday, Moriarty for two, Hondo for two, Shelton for three in the 1-0 Fort Morgan victory. And the opening pitch is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. That is Equitable Savings and Loan. And stepping in for Platte Valley is right-handed hitting Howdy Johnson.
That's a cool name.
That's a great name. Fantastic name. Hitting with an open stance. The wind by Krieger and the pitch. And that is up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. And what we normally do with Evan is that we have a little game where he guesses the temperature within 3 degrees. Swung on and lifted towards shallow left center field. To his right as Moriarty makes the catch. And there's 1 down on 2 pitches. And that will send up Dade Gomez, the opposing pitcher.
And one thing I'm noticing, John, is for brush side at least, we've got a lot of seniors here.
Without a doubt, except Griffith, the junior. And the pitch is up and in. The ball and no strikes. Yeah, there's no question about that. I mean, that's why so many are excited about this year's team. Lots of experience. And the 1-0. And the fastball is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. With 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Yeah, what the Bee Diggers need when they get to the plate is a big start. They didn't get that yesterday, even though the leadoff hitter reached. Swing and a miss on a pitch down in the zone. Ball 2, strike 1. 1 out and the base is empty in the top of the first inning in Brush. All right. The temperature, Evan James. You got to come within 3 degrees after this pitch. And the offering, swung on and lifted foul, out of play off to the right, is
59.
It is 50 degrees. You're off again.
Oh, man.
That's all right. We'll do this again. Let's see. I mean, I wish it was 59. Trust me, man.
It seems a lot warmer.
You know what? This is my fault. I threw you off wearing the shorts with these chicken legs. And the 2-2 pitch. And the breaking ball is just outside. Ball 3, strike 2 to Dade Gomez. And the pitch. Swung on and grounded left side. The shortstop, Shelton, to his right. Sets. Throws a BB to first for the out. And there's 2 down as Gomez is retired.
That was on a dime there, John. I mean,
well, the infield, I think the grass is playing a little bit slow, but Braxton's got a laser out there at short, the UAB commit, and made the play. Here is Avery Valenciano. Right-handed hitter, slightly open stance against Krieger. And the offering. That's down and away off the glove of Griffith. And the thing with Krieger, as opposed to the 3 pitchers Brush utilized yesterday, he spots his pitches like those, but he's not a power pitcher. He will allow the opposing team to make contact and rely on that defense, as he's done here for the first 2 hitters. 1 ball and no strikes. And Krieger delivers. That is a strike on the outer half at the knees. And the count levels at 1-1. Bee Diggers have 2 games against Eaton next week, but we'll see if they get that Tuesday game in, because the weather doesn't look good for Monday, and that will take an effect for the field conditions on Tuesday in Eaton. They do play here on Thursday against the defending state champions. And the offering, swing and a miss on a pitch down and away. Looked like he took something off it. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the number 3 hitter, Avery Valenciano. And Krieger fires. And the breaking ball went behind him. Didn't break much. Count levels at 2-2. The Bee Diggers have really changed their starting lineup from yesterday. That was really struggled throughout the game. And the pitch. And that is fouled. Took a half swing. Just got a piece of that baseball. On deck is the big, strong, right-handed hitting Gabe Medina. But the Bee Diggers hope he won't bat until the 2nd inning. As Evan predicted, 50 degrees. And the 2-2. And that one hit him on the left shoulder. Came in on that pitch. And Gabe Medina will hit in this inning. Batting in the 4-hole here from the right side. Well, the Bee Diggers had, a couple of hit batsmen? Yeah, I think 3 hit batsmen.
Oh.
Including 2 in the 7th. David Keller was hit by a pitch, so was Antonio Velasquez. There was one earlier in the game against Keller. Brush issued just 1 walk yesterday. And the offering, and that's outside, throw back to first, back and diving is Valenciano on that snap throw by Griffith. 1 ball and no strikes. It's an all-senior lineup for Brush with the exception of the catcher, Ty Griffith. Griffith lays down the sign. And the pitch. Swung on, popped up right side of the infield. The second baseman, Metlin, trying to shadow his eyes with a glove, and he's going to make the grab. Nice job to not be fooled there by the sun, because that's a high sky there. In the inning, no runs, no hits. No errors and a man left at first base. Let's head to the bottom of the first inning. Platte Valley does not score. The Bead Diggers are coming to bat on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Bead Diggers starting lineup is brought to you by Buildings by Design. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. Check them out on the web, buildingsbydesign.com. For Brush, batting first is the catcher Ty Griffith. Kyle Welland now in the 2-hole. Braxton Shelton, the shortstop, hits third. Hondo is the cleanup hitter. Ivan Cardenas, the right fielder, hits fifth. Caden Schwinn bats sixth. He's up for the 9-hole. Sam Metlin hits seventh. Caden Moriarty was in the 3-hole, now batting eighth after going 0 for 3 yesterday with 3 strikeouts. And batting ninth is Jace Krieger defensively for Platte Valley. Gabe Medina's at first. Zach Weimer at second. The third baseman is Avery Valenciano. Howdy Johnson at short. The center fielder, Nick Silvas, Adam Grossen right. Behind the plate for Platte Valley this morning is Aaron Rios. And the left fielder that I missed out on, Ethan Johnson in left. So Griffith had a base hit yesterday. As he steps in, he led off the bottom of the first with a base hit, and was at third with 1 out when the Bead Diggers could not deliver. And the pitch. And that changeup is down and in for the right-hander, Dade Gomez. He started against Brush last year, and the Bead Diggers in Kersey were able to pick up the victory. And Griffith awaits the 1-0. Swung on and lifted towards center field. That's got some carry to it. Way back towards the track. And that one is up against the bottom of the fence on 3 bounces. Griffith around second. He's into third with a leadoff triple. A head slide into third for Ty Griffith. How about that, Evan James?
That was amazing, John. I mean, he just took that one for a ride.
Well, and I think Silvas, the center fielder, was fooled because that ball kept going and going and going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just say this. Unless you got a better word, like amazing. That's
an incredible word, but
yeah. Kyle Welland had a base hit yesterday in the 7th inning, but was taken off the bases in a fielder's choice. And that one goes to the screen, deflects right back to Medina. Griffith has to race back to third. Yeah, but it's not a true baseball field here when you talk about the backstop. Very unconventional, about 25 some odd feet, maybe a little bit more. But you get a lot of deflections, almost like this is a highlight court or racquetball court or something like that.
Yeah.
1 ball and no strikes to Kyle Welland. Out of the windup with a man at third and nobody out. Bead Diggers looking for their first run of the season. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled to the screen. Count levels at 1-1. Here to Kyle Welland. Another outstanding senior for Brush. Open stance and the pitch. That's upstairs. Ball 2, strike 1. Here to Welland. Gomez looks in, gets the sign from Rios. Off of third is Griffith. And the pitch. Swung on, pop foul, out of play, off to the right. Count levels at 2-2.
And, John, let's just take a minute and admire those shoes. I mean.
Oh, you mean the cleats that Welland? They're beautiful. They are beautiful. Here we go with a 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Oh, man, Gomez pulled the string and struck out Kyle Welland for the opening out here in the top of the first inning. Here's Braxton Shelton. He was 1 for 3. He flew to center, had a laser that was caught in right by Briggs Wheatley, then had a base hit in yesterday's 1-0 loss to the Fort Morgan Mustangs. The wind and pitch, and that one is low with a changeup. A ball and no strikes to the senior shortstop. Griffith again off of third. Gomez operating out of the windup. And the offering. Swing and a miss again. Took something off it. 1 ball and 1 strike to Braxton Shelton. Yeah, you got to get this run in. You can't duplicate what happened yesterday. Shelton awaits. And Gomez delivers. Swung on, grounded foul. Fisted up the third base side. That was a jam job there by Gomez. Count is now at 1-2. Braxton homered, I believe, 3 times last year. Hit 2 against Sterling. 1 against University. I don't know if he homered on the road. He homered on the road as a freshman against Yuma.
Yeah, that was.
And the pitch. Up and in. Again, lots of off speed here from Gomez. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the first inning. Platte Valley was retired. Not in order. They had a base runner, but did not score. Shelton awaits the pitch. And that is low. Good take there. Hard to read that changeup sometimes. You don't know if it's going to sink or stay. 3-2 to Shelton. It's not about batting average. It's about on-base percentage. And the 3-2. Swung on and driven deep to left field. That one's got the distance, and that is going to be gone. It's a home run for Shelton. Over the left center field fence.
And there we go, John. First home run of the season. Braxton Shelton, UAB commit. Oh, man, he took that one for a ride, and it was gone.
And the Bay Diggers lead 2-0 on the bomb by Braxton.
Wow. That was amazing, John.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, there was little doubt. By the way, we'll have that one on our 1010 KSIR Sports Facebook page.
And this will bring up Alejandro Motos Garcia.
Dude, you have Latinized yourself very well. Have I taught you a little? Because the pitch. And that is a strike on the outer half. No balls and 1 strike. Here to Alejandro Matos Garcia, known as Hondo. And the offering. Down and away. Hondo I believe he had a 2 home run game last year, if I remember correctly. He's got a lot of power. I mean, that lower body can really drive the baseball. And the 1-1 pitch. And he takes it down and away. Ball 2, strike 1. The Bee Diggers with a 2-0 lead. A triple from Griffith and a home run from Angie Hayes' nephew. We already said Braxton enough. Now we have to identify him by relative. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. And that is a little bit high. 3-1. By the way, also Mark Hayes' nephew, too. So let's come on. I mean, come on. We just don't want to give credit to the ad. 3-1 pitch. That's upstairs. It's a walk. And Hondo is on. And here is Ivan Cardenas.
Oh, look at these shoes, too. I mean, they got, like, pink on the front.
Yeah.
Wow. They really went fancy for senior season.
Ivan yesterday was 1 for 3. The stretch and the offering. And that one's off the glove of the catcher Rios on the wild pitch. Hondo to second. Now, so Ivan, by the way, that home run by Braxton brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants. Engineering and consulting services for all of your projects. Strong commitment to their client needs sets them apart. Get your project started the right way. Western Engineering Consultants down and away as they sponsor the first run or runs of the game. 2 balls and no strikes to Ivan. So the Bee Diggers off to the start they wanted yesterday, but they'll take it today. Caden Schwinn on deck to pitch. Upstairs. Here's the difference, too. Colin Farley, who threw 75 pitches yesterday, did not walk a single hitter.
Oh,
and that makes a big difference.
It does.
You know, when you don't get a free pass, the Bee Diggers had to go up there swinging. And again, got 6 hits, but they couldn't string them together. And the 3-0, and that is up and away. Runner goes to third, and the slide Hondo's going to be out by a mile. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know why you're sending him. I have no idea why you sent Hondo on a 3-0.
Yeah.
That is puzzling to me. But
bit aggressive.
they were trying to fool them, but he was thrown out by 10 feet. Yeah, that one puzzled me completely. I was shocked he took off and caught stealing 2-5, and that's the way you run out of a big inning. Here's Caden Schwint. He had a base hit down the left field line in his first at bat. And you just walked hitters.
Yeah.
Back to back. The pitch, that's outside. Yeah, you don't want to give a team a free out. But that's exactly what just happened there. 1 ball and no strikes, and Gomez is really scuffled. 23 pitches, only 8 strikes. Another reason you don't take off and run. If he's going to give you the bases, just, you get a little bit too aggressive, as you said.
Yeah.
And now there's 2 down. 1 ball and no strikes. 2-0 Brush, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Tried to pull that one. That was on the outer half. The count is even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, 2 down. 2-0 Bee Diggers on the 2-run homer by Shelton here in the bottom of the first pitch. And that one's in the dirt, scooped up by Rios. Runner goes to second to slide, and he's in there. That's an excellent pitch to steal on. It was off speed and in the dirt, and Rios really couldn't do anything as the catcher.
And that's where it's going to catch up to the pitcher here. Is if he keeps throwing this off speed, it helps the running game.
Right. Very good point, as you always do. And the step off and the throw. I don't know why into center field. The shortstop nowhere near. Godinez to third. He's going to stay right there. The ball is bobbled. He's headed home. The throw's going to be late as he slides in. And, boy, it was closer than I thought on a strong throw, but on the air by the pitcher Gomez. Godinez takes 2 bases, and the Bee Diggers lead 3-0.
Well, that was puzzling to me because there's just no one there.
Well, and again, I hate to say this, the score should be 4-0.
Yeah.
I don't want to harp on that, but
that's 100% agreeable.
Again, if they're giving you bases,
got to take it.
Yep. And the offering, swing and a miss. Pitch up and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes to the senior left fielder Caden Schwint.
I think the pitcher's hat is a little too big for his head.
Well, I mean, you want to concentrate on the batter. And the offering. And the breaking ball is blocked by Rios. He's already walked a couple in this inning, has Dade Gomez. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He's thrown 27 pitches here in the opening frame. And Schwint awaits the offering. Swung on, driven for a base hit into center field. Nice uppercut swing. And for the Bee Diggers, they might hit for the cycle if they can pick up a double. A triple by Griffith, a home run by Shelton, and now a single by Caden Schwint. And here is Sam Metlin. Metlin looking for his first hit of the season, 0 for 3 yesterday with a strikeout. Senior second baseman for Brush. And the runner goes, pitches upstairs, and the throw to second, and that flow goes into center field. Schwint gets up, headed towards third. The ball is still bobbled out there. They'll get it back in. They're going to send him to the plate. Yeah, he's going to go. Now the throw is up the first base side, and Schwint is going to score.
Oh, wow.
A stolen base and an error on the catcher, Rios. And the Bee Diggers lead 4-0. Now that's the way to be aggressive.
Yeah.
You were aggressive with 2. Yvonne and Schwinn, and they have speed.
Yeah.
No knock on Hondo, but he doesn't have the speed those 2 do.
I mean, I want to say this as kindly as possible. You know what the S in Schwint stands for? Speed.
Oh, without a doubt. Nice job out of you. Normally, I would consider that a little bit geeky, but it's not. Not at all.
It's like Brooke Rule back in the day when she was.
Right. So the Bee Diggers have almost hit for the cycle. They've taken advantage of 2 errors. There have been a couple of walks in this inning. And they're up 4-0. And the first thing that I was thinking this morning, preparing for this game, I said, Brush is going to come out. They're going to score 6 or 7 runs in the first. Now, they might not get there, but you knew they wouldn't be shut out in this inning.
Yeah.
Not after what happened yesterday. They're pretty hungry.
They want it. You can tell. They really, really want it, and that's going to play a key role today is is the mentality factor. I mean,
oh, yeah. Well, and they've overcome it. They have overcome that from what happened yesterday, and they're certainly looking very good right now.
Very
4-0, and the way Krieger threw in the first inning, they could certainly cruise to a 5-inning victory, perhaps. So Metlin back in, 1 ball, no strikes. The bases are empty, 2 down, bottom of the first inning, and the Bead Diggers are up 4-0. And the pitch swung on and fouled off to the right. And the count levels at 1-1 to Sam Metlin. And let's face it, the Bead Diggers didn't want to lose yesterday's game, but that's a humbling loss.
It is.
That's a humbling loss. They thought they were the better team. And on paper, they're the better team, but you got to credit Colin Farley through a heck of a game. The offering swung on line. That is going to be a base hit along the left field line. Let's see if Metlin can take 2. Rounds first. He races for second. The throw, and it's offline. And the Bead Diggers have hit for the cycle in the bottom of the first inning. A triple by Griffith, a homer by Shelton, a single by Schwint, and a double from Sam Metlin. That's the way to bounce back.
We got a lefty here in Caden Moriarty.
Well, he needs to bounce back. He wants to bounce back. That was certainly a game he'd like to forget offensively. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, but he's a good hitter. And the pitch. That changeup is upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes, and Moriarty's got some good power. Yesterday, he was unable to pull the ball, which I think he wanted to do with a runner at third. Let's see what happens. 1-0, and that changeup is low. 2 balls and no strikes. The Bead Diggers looking to hit around as Jace Krieger, the pitcher, waits to hit next out of the 9-hole. Off of second is Metlin. The stretch by Dade Gomez, and the pitch. Swung on and driven into center field. That's got some carry to it. To his right, reaching out and making the grab. A nice play over there by the center fielder, Nick Silvas. And that ends the bottom of the first inning on that line drive from Caden Moriarty. However, the Bead Diggers pick up 4 runs. They do it on 4 hits. There were 2 errors and a man left in scoring position. Let's head to the second inning from Sunset Baseball Field. It's Brush 4, Platte Valley nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John and James back at Sunset Baseball Field. Evan James, I'm John Beltran. The Bead Diggers with a 4-0 lead as we head into the top of the second inning. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for Platte Valley. Adam Gross, Nick Silvas, and Aaron Rios against right-hander Jace Krieger. Now, what a day. 50 degrees. When I was growing up, 50 was cold. 50 is beautiful today. The offering. That one bounces to the screen.
Well, it's just been so cold lately. I mean, it's been a cold spring.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Today just feels so warm.
And when it snows on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
At least in 2022. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs. Now, the inning after you score a lot is when you want to mow these guys down. Don't let them back in the game and make it 4-2 or something like that. Just throw strikes and rely on the defense. And the 2-0. Swing and a miss down in the zone.
The batter here was a bit hesitant. I mean, he kind of stopped a little bit mid-swing, and that's what really jammed him up
Yeah,
there.
it was a quirky swing. And the 2-1. Fastball is up and in. Thought he was going breaking ball, but he went with a heater. 3-1 to Adam Gross. The Bead Diggers benefited from 2 walks in the bottom half of the first inning. Swung on. That's grounded to second. Metlin has got it, and he slings it to first for the out. 1 down in the top of the second inning, and that'll bring up Nick Silvas, the center fielder. And Silvas, a left-handed hitter. The Bead Diggers only have 1 in Moriarty, and Platte Valley's got Silvas here. Yeah, I really love those uniforms. Man, are they sharp. The wind and the pitch, and that is just off the corner. 1 ball and no strikes to the Platte Valley center fielder, Nick Silvas. The Bead Diggers lead 4-0. A 2-run homer by Braxton Shelton got the scoring started. And the offering. That's a strike on the outside corner, thigh high. And the count levels at 1-1. And you know it's a ball game when Paul Deneen is here.
Oh, yeah.
This guy takes incredible pictures. Swung on and lifted towards center field. Should be a routine play. Moriarty to his right comes in. Makes the one-handed catch, and there's 2 down.
Great job by Braxton Shelton there, going to shallow center there just to back it up.
Not assuming. And remember, so you're learning more baseball. Routine fly, you catch it, can of corn.
Can of corn.
Some people don't know. It's an old term, even well before I was born. It's a can of corn. Don't ask me why. Call it a can of corn. And the pitch to Rios. Upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes to the Platte Valley catcher, the number 7 hitter. The Bee Diggers with a 4-0 lead. The other 2 runs besides the Shelton homer scored on throwing errors. One by the pitcher, the other by the catcher Rios. The pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. And so far, even though Jace hasn't had much trouble, the strike zone has abandoned him. 14 balls, 12 strikes. So he's still looking to find his rhythm. The pitch swung on and lifted towards left field. Caden Schwint is right there to his left, settles under it, makes the grab, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for JK. Jace Krieger as we head to the bottom of the second. Brush 4, Platte Valley nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the bottom of the second inning, and Evan James has ordered another 4 spot for Brush. That would make it 8-0. Let's not get too greedy, but listen, I'm on that. I'm behind you in the buffet line.
All right. Sounds good with me. I mean, when you got to eat, you got to eat, you know.
Have you thought about lunch yet?
Oh,
I haven't.
You know I'm always thinking about food, John.
That's true. So am I. I mean, I'm going to think about it, just not right now. You know.
Got to hold off a couple innings.
You know, the one thing, I think I've talked about this before. I still haven't pulled it off. My first year here was 99 calling baseball, is to try to average a hot dog an inning, but I feel that might land me somewhere I don't want to be. And Jace Krieger steps in, and that pitch is extremely high. 1 ball and no strikes.
That was over the head high.
First at bat of the season for Jace Krieger. And the 1-0 offering. And that is a strike on the outside corner. Good off-speed pitch there from Dade Gomez. And the count evens at 1-1. Gomez with a wide stance as he begins his delivery. And that one's up and away. Ball 2, strike 1. Krieger, Griffith, and Wellen in the bottom half of inning number 2. We got a nice crowd here. The Bee Diggers have filled up the stands, but Platte Valley's brought their contingent as well. And that's up and away. Ball 3, strike 1. Here to Jace Krieger. The Bee Diggers go in as the number 4 team in Class 3A. I don't know if that'll drop after losing to Fort Morgan. But they'll be there in the end. It doesn't matter where you are in March. It matters where you are in May or early June.
You know, beginning of the season, kind of working out that beginning of the season jitters. And
Yep, exactly. 3-1 pitch. That's off the glove of Rios. It's a walk to Krieger, the third issued by Gomez. He'll run towards first after the ball went towards the fence, but he's going to stay right there. And here is Ty Griffith. Griffith led off with a triple and scored on the 2-run homer by Shelton.
We got a pinch runner here in the form of Austin Sisk.
Austin Sisk Metzger. At least that's what's on the roster, but same person. I'm not trying to upstage Evan. Please, I would never do that unless it's somewhere eating tacos. Here's the stretch and a pitch. Outside. And again, Gomez really fighting the zone. 1 ball and no strikes. The Bee Diggers are looking for an abbreviated win here in terms of innings. Off to this 4-0 lead in the second. The 1-0, the pitch. Way outside. It's 2-0.
You know, I was thinking at the beginning of this, he's going to try to keep it outside to kind of draw Ty in there. But I don't think Ty's going to fall for it.
I think you're right. He's not going to budge. 2-0 here to Griffith, the offering. Swing and a miss. Well, that time he chased something that was up in the zone, and it was off speed. And he was out in front. 2-1 to the junior catcher, Ty Griffith. Off of first, a 2-step lead there for Sisk Metzger. And that is a strike on the outside corner. It got the edge. It's 2-2. Good pitch there by Gomez. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sisk Metzger with about a 2.5, 3-step lead. Gomez gets the sign. Let's see if Griffith might step out if he takes more time. Here comes the pitch. In the dirt, skips all the way to the screen. That'll be a wild pitch. To second is Sisk Metzger. And the count is sitting at 3 balls and 2 strikes to Ty Griffith. He's looking for something fat up in the zone right now. Awaiting the pitch. Here it is. Swung on, popped up. That was out of the zone. That would have been ball 4. It's going to be a fly ball to the right fielder and caught over there. A little struggle with the sun. Tagging up is Sisk Metzger to third, and he's in there as Adam Gross makes the catch. But I think that would have been ball 4, Evan.
It would have been. 100% it would have been. Again, I got him chasing in that upper zone there.
Here comes Kyle Wellen. Wellen struck out his first time up. And the offering. Fastball is upstairs. A ball and no strikes. Gomez has thrown 46 pitches. 28 of those are balls. As a bead digger hitter, you want them in the zone so you have some practice swinging. The pitch. Again, same location, 2-0.
He's got to find his release point there.
Yeah, you're right.
What's happening?
B&B Appliance and Repair, from refrigerators to vacuums and everything in between. They have exactly what you need and service it too. B&B Appliance and Repair. 2 balls and no strikes. Runner at third. 4-0 Brush, bottom 2. The pitch. Outside. And watch out, Shelton's on deck. If he's up there with 2 on,
it's going to be scary.
It's going to be scary for Platte Valley. Let's see if Wellen's taking here on a 3-0. And Gomez comes home, and that pitch is right there for a strike.
I would disagreed there, but
but it was there. It was just above.
It was definitely there.
Belt level. 3-1 to Wellen. And Gomez comes home. And that's it, a dirt scooped up by Rios. And Gomez has walked 2 batters in each of the first 2 innings. Well, Braxton is looking for anything but a walk.
Yeah.
If it's in the area code, he's going to be swinging. After a 2-run blast over the left center field fence in the first inning.
And this is the man here that puts in the time.
Oh, gosh. That's why he's going Division I. First and third with 1 out. The pitch. That is outside, and no throw to second. That'll be a steal for Kyle Wellen, so 2 in scoring position. Here for Braxton Shelton. I think he's going to swing at the first strike at this point because
why not?
You're not going to get many from Gomez.
Yeah.
And Braxton is much more valuable swinging than he is just walking after that home run an inning ago. And the 1-0. But that's outside. He's not going to swing at balls, though. 2 balls and no strikes. But you know what? Hondo's on deck, and Hondo last year did hit a grand slam.
Yeah. That'd be exciting to watch.
2 balls and no strikes out of the windup. And the pitch. And that is a strike on the inner half with a changeup. 2-1 to Shelton. Yeah, that was a pitcher's pitch. You take that one. He wants a hitter's pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the offering. Swing and a miss. Way too hard of a swing there. I think he pulled his head a bit. And again, off speed, and off speed here for Dade Gomez. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out, 1 out. The pitch, extremely high. 3-2. Runners off of second and third. For Brush, Sisk Metzger is the lead runner. And the 3-2. Swung on and grounded left side. That'll score a run to the shortstop. Throw to first is in time. Crossing home plate is Sisk Metzger. And to third is Kyle Wellen. Braxton Shelton with his 3rd RBI of the game. And the Bead Diggers lead 5-0. Play was made over there by Howdy Johnson. Here is Hondo. Hondo walked and was caught stealing in the first. The pitch upstairs, a ball and no strikes to Alejandro Maltos
Garcia.
Oh, perfect. I don't even want to say it anymore. You are much better than I am. It's not even close. And the offering. Swung on, popped foul, out of play off to the right. That one's going to get over the dugout as giving chase was Medina. 1-1 to Hondo. Remember, as a freshman, he was strong, but not like this.
Oh, man, he's huge.
Yeah. He's really hit the weight room, stacked up. And, of course, as a high schooler, we all like to eat at that age, and even more so. And the 1-1, and that's upstairs. Ball 2, strike 1.
Man, out here you can't afford not to love eating. I mean,
yeah, no,
there's
without
so
a
much
doubt.
good food.
I mean, yeah, and you set the tone. And the 2-1 pitch, and that's upstairs. Good take there by Hondo. You swing at that one, and you probably pop it up, but he took it 3-1. The Beediggers with 4 runs in the first inning and 1 so far here in the second. And it's a 3-ball, 1-strike count to Hondo. The pitch in the dirt. 3rd walk of the inning. And again, you hate to see this if you're Brush.
Yeah.
You want guys on base, but not via the walk. Here's Ivan Cardenas. He walked, stole a base, and scored on that play. Actually, it was on the previous one. Or on the following play, the pickoff by Gomez. It was Schwent who stole and then scored in the same play. Well, let's see if Hondo might take off and place 2 in scoring position. The stretch and the pitch. Down and away, a ball and no strikes, and Gomez is almost going to have a 2-to-1 ball-to-strike ratio. Not quite there. 39 balls, 23 strikes. 5 walks by the right-hander. Huge lead. He goes outside. Throw to second will be made, and it's off the glove, and it's caught by Johnson. Now breaking for the plate. Wellen, he's in there, and now the ball skips away, and Hondo to third. That'll be 2 errors on that play, and the Beediggers now lead 6-0. Give Hondo a steal, and Aaron Rios on the throw. And then Hondo came around on another throwing error.
Yeah.
So Hondo scored on the throwing error after the ball went into center. Swung on and popped foul out of play. Ivan now with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Yeah, this is an ugly game here for Platte Valley. They've committed 4 errors in the game. But again, it's their opener.
Yeah, it's the opener, but still.
Yeah, it's tough for Platte Valley. They haven't played yet. I mean, they'll be better after today. We know that. And they played Brush April 23rd in Kersey. The pitch, swing and a miss. Again, out in front of the off speed. Count moves to 2-2 to Ivan Cardenas, the right fielder for Brush. And Gomez comes home, swung on and popped up and out of play down the right side, giving chases Medina, but he won't get there. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Beediggers hit for the cycle in the first inning, getting the triple from Griffith, the home run from Shelton, the single from Schwent, and the double by Sam Metlin. So here we go again. 2 balls, 2 strikes with a man at third and 2 across in the second. The offering, that's outside. And Schwent is on deck. As Evan said, Schwenty with a speed. Not speed, speed.
Speed.
The speedy, Schwenty. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch down in the zone. Ivan strikes out. And that does it here for the second inning. 2 runs on no hits. There were 2 errors on the same play and 1 left. 2 complete in Brush. It's the Beediggers 6, the Platte Valley Broncos nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. John Beltran back with Evan James. Evan, tell us about our new pitcher for the Beediggers.
It is Sam Metlin. He's a senior here at Brush. Great kid. Love that man.
Well, isn't that the most important thing, that you're a good teammate?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So that means Hondo goes to second.
Yep.
Moriarty is at third. Ivan is in center. And looks like Krieger's in right field, is he not?
Oh,
It looks like Jason Wright.
Yeah.
I don't have my glasses on, but that appears to be Jace Krieger in right field. So those are the changes for Brush. Evan, it's never just one change.
Yeah.
It's 5.
You got to add a mix in there. You know?
Pitcher, second, third, center, and right. So here we go. Braden Hoff, Zach Weimer, and Howdy Johnson. The Bay Diggers lead 6-0. 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second. Did not get a hit in the second. Pitch from Metlin. And the fastball is a strike at the knees. Man, he brings it.
Oh, he does.
And he's not a top 3 pitcher on this team, but he's really good. He would be top 3 on many other stabs. The offering. Swung on and tapped slowly, left side, and Metlin to his right, and it's barehanded by Moriarty. Throw to first, and that's late. It'll be an infield hit for Hoff. Here in the top of the third inning, nothing the Bee Diggers could do on that slow tapper up the third base side.
It was hitting that right spot.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Here's Zach Waimura, another right-handed hitter. Let's see, the Bee Diggers can turn 2 here. The offering. Fastball, a strike, throw back to first, and back in standing is Hoff. And you don't want to run on Ty Griffith, man. He threw out David Keller yesterday by a mile. No balls and 1 strike. The big hit today, the 2-run homer by Shelton in the first. The pitch. That is a strike at the knees. I'm telling you, hard to believe this is your 4th or 5th best pitcher.
Yeah.
Wow. And he's all over the strike zone. 0-2 to Waimura. Nobody out in the third. The offering. Swung on and tapped foul up behind the catcher.
I mean, that's one thing that Brush is just so blessed with is the knowledge within their players. I mean,
well, and as experienced as they are this year,
man.
they'll be, next year obviously will be a growing year for Brush, but this is the year. The offering swung on and tapped to the screen. Count remains at 0-2 to the number 9 hitter, Zach Waimura. Sam Metlin, the second Bee Digger pitcher. They used 3 yesterday. Yeah, head coach Tom Odo wants to work all his pitchers in for the first 2 games. The offering. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball to dirt, and Griffith applies the tag, but no need to. First base is occupied. 1 down. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Howdy Johnson. Johnson popped to the center fielder Moriarty at that time. Now he's at third base. Howdy with some good speed. And the offering. Fastball is outside. Snap throw to first. Again, back in standing is Hoff. 1 ball and no strikes. See, I think Ty could surprise some people in his sophomore year, but they know how good he is now. You're not going to get a big lead.
When they know you're a threat, they kind of stay back. Fouled off.
Yep, to the screen. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. Brush 6, Platte Valley nothing in the top of the third inning. In the regular season opener and league play, the Patriot League. 2.5-step lead for Hoff. Metlin looks back. Metlin delivers. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and that was a nasty curveball.
Oh, man, it was.
Oh, that had major hook. Count is at 1-2. Yeah, you're going to have to do something if you're Platte Valley. Take a chance on the bases. Hard to hit Brush pitching. Swung on and fouled off to the right on that elevated fastball. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bank of Colorado is the only bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here. Not just a bank in Colorado, they're Bank of Colorado. Proud supporter of local sports and academics. The pitch. Swung on and tapped foul off the hitter's foot.
That's never fun.
Yeah, it might have got the ankle or shin. So the count stays at 1-2 to Howdy Johnson. Braden Hoff off of first. And the delivery. And that one scoops in. And nice play by Griffith. As the count levels at 2-2. Dade Gomez, the Platte Valley pitcher, is on deck. With a slight breeze, we'll get a temperature update. Now we're 45 minutes in or more than that outside. Now you got to come within 2 degrees.
All right.
Go ahead.
53.
54, you're right there.
Lot
3-2.
closer.
Yeah, you did a much better job. That was a disaster in the first inning. That is a called strike 3 on the outer half, thigh high. And that's a second strikeout in as many hitters for Sam Metlin as Howdy Johnson goes down. And for Bead Digger pitching, that's his second strikeout overall. Krieger went 2, did not record a strikeout. Dade Gomez grounded to short his first time up. And the pitch swung on, popped up. That's a high sky major league pop-up. The first baseman in foul territory. The catch is made by Welland. Oh, man, he drifted right into the fair side of the field. And I thought he might have had a chance to drop that baseball, but Welland stayed with it. And on a major league pop-up, the inning is over. At least the top of the third for Platte Valley. No runs on 1 hit, no errors and a man left. 2 1/2 innings are in the books. We're at Sunset Baseball Field in Brush, the home of the Bead Diggers. The score, Brush 6, Platte Valley nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's open up the bottom of the third the same way we opened the top of the third. Evan, tell us about the new pitcher here for Platte Valley.
Well, it's Howdy Johnson here for the Platte Valley Broncos. He was the shortstop there for a little bit, but he's moved to the pitcher position.
Yeah, let's see if Dade Gomez moves to short, and he does, so they just switch there. So Howdy goes from short to the mound, as Evan just talked about, and Dade Gomez, well, he really scuffled there, Evan. I mean, you're talking about 2 innings for the right-hander. He allowed 4 hits all in the first inning, 6 runs, 5 earned, 5 walks, 2 wild pitches, and the biggest hit allowed, a 2-run homer by Braxton Shelton, but a hard-throwing right-hander here in Johnson. Let's see if he can stem the tide and keep the Bead Diggers at bay, because Platte Valley's goal right now is to play 7 innings.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough to win this game for Platte Valley when you have that much pitching for Brush. And, you know, this is one of those years that it's going to be even more interesting, or as interesting, to watch Brush's junior varsity.
Yeah, it is.
Because that's going to be the entire team next year with Ty Griffith coming back.
Then again, Ty Griffith's senior season.
Well, I mean he's going to have to carry the team. We know that already. He carried him a lot last year as a sophomore. So for the Bead Diggers, they will be sending up the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Caden Schwint, Sam Metlin, and Caden Moriarty against Howdy Johnson. Here's the wind and offering. And the fastball's a strike on the outside corner, thigh high, and it's 0-1. Johnson delivers. That's upstairs. Boy, he's got a live arm. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, they're probably calling on Johnson to throw the remainder of the game for Platte Valley. Swung on. That's fisted in the air. And the second baseman charges and making the catch rather easily on that little floater. Zach Weimer, 1 down. And that was a jam job from Howdy Johnson as Schwint is retired. Metlin had that double his first time up. Wind and pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right.
You know, Metlin looking to extend the Bead Diggers' lead here.
Well, we'll see. I don't know if he's got home run power. He's a strong kid, a big, strong kid. But I don't believe he's homered in his high school career. The pitch outside.
On the varsity side, no. JV side, quite a few times.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I need to be educated. This is 10-10 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Weldona. The pitch up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. 6-0 Brush. 4 runs in the first inning. A 2-run homer by Shelton. And then throwing errors allowed the 2 other runs to score. And then Shelton had an RBI ground out. And then another error scored the 6th run, and that is outside, 3-1 to Sam Metlin. 1 down and the bases empty, bottom 3. A lot of fans beyond the fence, and you wonder, are they just watching the game? And that's a strike. I mean, they're watching the game, but I wonder if they might be listening to it, because you kind of know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's hard. I don't know about you. It's hard for me to watch a game and have no idea who's doing what. Swung on and fisted foul, not a play. Behind the screen, it remains at 3-2.
I mean, you and I remember softball season having to sit in that outfield, but even then we're a lot closer.
Right, a lot closer. Yeah, these baseball, but this is a small field compared to others. The pitch swung on and fouled to the backstop on the fastball from Howdy Johnson. Metlin stays alive. 3 balls and 2 strikes once again to Sam Metlin. Bottom of inning 3. Brush leads Platte Valley 6-0. And Howdy Johnson, the righty, comes home. Swung on. That is driven foul off to the left. Way out in front was Metlin.
There goes someone's house.
Did he really hit it that far?
Oh, yeah, it went way across the street.
All right. Well, it's in their front yard by now. 3-2. Boy, there's nowhere to sit on this left side.
Oh, no, it's packed.
The pitch up and in, went with a breaking ball, didn't break. Metlin is the 6th different beat digger to walk in this game.
That'll bring up Caden Moriarty here for the beat diggers.
Moriarty lined out his first time to center field to end the first inning.
And Austin Sisk comes back to run for Sam Metlin.
Austin's already scored a run in this game. K-Dog awaits the pitch. Here it is. And he takes a fastball below the knees. 1 ball and no strikes. To Caden Moriarty. One of 8 senior starters for Brush today. The pitch. Swung on and grounded to second. To his right. And off the glove of the second baseman, Weimer, into shallow center field. To third is Sis Metzger. That'll be an error. The 5th of the game committed by Platte Valley. And the beat diggers have runners at first and third with 1 down. And that looked like a potential double play grounder.
It did. Just did not get down. He kind of hopped up with that ball, and that's what threw him off.
Well,
is from this angle what I was seeing.
Fort Morgan's defense was impeccable yesterday, and that helped. But Platte Valley's had their issues today. Krieger has walked. And he's up there with first and third and 1 out. The pitch, runner goes, and that's taken. No, runner just a little bit of a fake there by Moriarty. 1 ball and no strikes.
Got a little fist bump from the first baseman there.
Yeah. Let's see if he takes off anytime soon. Got to be careful there. Now he goes. Swung on, lined into right field for a base hit. Here comes Sisk Metzger on the hit and run. Moriarty to third. And the beat diggers lead 7-0. Give Krieger the RBI as he fisted the ball out into right field. Oh, that was a beautiful hit and run.
It was. On most hit and runs, you would not say that was beautiful. But in this case, in baseball case, I mean.
You know what I think Ty's thinking?
Go for it.
10-0, yeah.
Yeah.
To match his uniform number. The Bay Diggers with 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 1 so far here in the third. Howdy Johnson comes home, swung on and fouled. He had a big cut there and got underneath it. Would have been a steal there for Krieger.
You know, John, it's 2022.
Yeah,
so,
it explains a lot.
Yeah, why not? This could be a why not year.
Exactly, and it's your graduation year, too, so there's a lot going on. Almost too much to handle.
Yeah.
No balls and 1 strike to pitch. Swung on and hit in the air down the line. Let's see if it has the distance. Way back towards the track. I think it's going to stay in the park. And the ball is going to be up against the bottom of the fence. It was lost in the sun. A run is going to score. And the trail runner Krieger to second. That'll go as an RBI single. It was lost out there in left field by Ethan Johnson. And the Bee Diggers now lead 8-0. Yeah, you can't give him an error because Johnson didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even see it.
He did not see the ball. And now,
Caden Lefevre?
Yes, will be the courtesy runner at first base. So it's a little bit of a gift there for Ty Griffith. And again, Krieger thought it was going to be caught. And that's why he's only at second base. Here's Kyle Wellen, struck out and walked. The pitch, and that's down and away. And taking off for third is Krieger. And now a delayed run here to second by Lefevre. So one is a stolen base, and the other one just took off after the ball was delivered after it was caught there.
Yeah. Like I said, John, why not?
Why not? 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch. And that is a strike on the inside corner. And the count levels at 1-1. So the Bee Diggers have scored an even number of runs in every inning. 4 in the first inning, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. And the pitch to Wellen. Swung on and fouled off to the right. The count for Wellen is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Off of third is Krieger. At second is Caden LaFever. The pitch, and the breaking ball is high. Ball 2, strike 2, and watch out because Braxton Shelton waits to hit next. Shelton has driven in 3 of Brush's 8 runs. The offering, swing and a miss on a pitch down and in. And Wellen strikes out for the second time in the game. Here is Shelton. Shelton with a 2-run homer, then he grounded a short driving in a run. He's driven in 3 today.
What are you thinking here, John? You think he's going to go the distance or kind of play small ball?
I think he's going to get into left field, down and away. I think he's going for a solid base hit. Well, this is a different pitcher than Gomez.
Yeah.
Gomez really allowed you to elevate the ball with Braxton's hitting style. I think he's going to go line drive here. Doesn't mean he can't go deep. And the pitch, and that is upstairs, 2-0. I mean, you saw how far Griffith hit the ball, and he got way under it. And it nearly went out because it's very shallow in left field here. 2-0 pitch to Shelton. Here it is. He swings and fouls it off to the right. Count moves to 2-1 to the senior shortstop. Yeah, he's trying to pull that pitch.
Yeah.
And that time he was just late. Out of the windup with runners at second and third and 2 down is Johnson. The offering. That is right there on the outer half. Bell tie, it's strike 2. Well, I believe Shelton's homer came with 2 strikes. Let's see what he can do on this 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, 2 in. The pitch. And that ball hit him. Got him there in the back. And the bases are loaded for Alejandro Maltos Garcia. And watch out here, Hondo actually is one of 5 different Bee Diggers to walk because he's walked twice. The Bee Diggers have been issued 6 walks and now a hit batter. And
getting a different baseball here.
Yeah, that baseball apparently scuffed up, especially after the hit batsman. That'll happen too. This is a big hitter. If they don't get him out, then the Bee Diggers have a chance to really win this game in 5 innings.
Yeah.
Or even 4. It's 20 runs after 3. They're not close to that. 15 after 4. They're up 8-0. In the bottom of inning number 3. So here is Alejandro Maltos Garcia. Wind and pitch. And he swings and pops it up. This will end the inning. The first baseman, Medina, barely moves and makes the one-handed grab. And the bases are left loaded in the bottom of the third. The Bee Diggers do pick up 2 runs. They do it on 2 hits. And Platte Valley did commit their 5th error of the game. We head to the 4th inning in Brush. The Bee Diggers are in command as they lead the Platte Valley Broncos 8-0 on 1010 KSIR. KSIR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the 4th inning. Sam Metlin with a 2nd inning of work and the pitch. And that is up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. The Bee Diggers lead the Platte Valley Broncos 8-0. 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. Avery Valenciano's the hitter. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. That's right there with a fastball for a strike at the knees. It's the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Valenciano, Medina, and Adam Gross. The offering. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball.
Really good pitch there by Sam Metlin.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, that was a great. He's thrown 2 outstanding breaking balls in this game. And the right-hander comes home. Swing and a miss on a fastball in the inner half. And Sam Metlin strikes out Avery Valenciano for Metlin. That is his 3rd strikeout. And here is Gabe Medina, who popped up his first time out. And the pitch. Breaking ball is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Medina.
Big, strong hitter here.
Platte Valley has 1 hit. It was an infield hit by Braden Hoff. The pitch. Outside and upstairs. It's 2-0. All the Bee Diggers have to do is hold them here, score a couple of runs, and hold them in the 5th inning, and we're done in 4.5. The offering. That is up and in. Metlin has been all over the strike zone. 16 strikes and 4 balls before this hitter. Now it's 16 and 7, 3-0. With 1 out and the bases empty, 3-0 pitch. That is over, but low. It is low. Thought he might get it, but that's a big hitter, Medina. The knees are not as low as they are on the other hitters. He walks. That sets up a double play situation here for Adam Gross, who grounded to second in the 2nd. Be a conversation. I'm not sure. They should get a courtesy runner for Medina, even though he's putting on the base running gloves. Oh, are they going to pinch hit here for Gross? They are.
Oh.
He was called out.
It?
Yeah, you rarely. But Gross is going to be pinch hit for Hudson Flummerfelt. Will now be the hitter.
That's fun.
Which one is more appealing, Hudson or Flummerfelt? Those are great.
I mean, both of them are fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, amazing names.
It's a nostalgic name. Very nostalgic. I love it.
That's a hard decision. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
On this 54 degrees Saturday morning, now Saturday afternoon, and stepping out and stepping off are Metlin and Flummerfelt, respectively.
And look at that flag in center field.
Yeah, no wind right now. The flag is limp. And the pitch. That is over for a strike at the knees with a fastball. No balls and 1 strike. Thanks to all of our sponsors, as always, including Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. 842-4555 skips off the glove of Griffith up the first base side. No advance, though, by Gabe Medina. And the count is at 1-1. 8-0. Brush leads Platte Valley in the 5th inning. Bee Diggers looking to turn their first double play of the season. The pitch. Swing and a miss late on that fastball down in the zone. And it's 1-2. Nick Silvas is on deck, the lone left-handed hitter for Platte Valley. Sam Metlin comes home. That is a little bit low. Throw to first, and Medina back in diving. Count moves to 2-2.
Now, this Bee Digger team here very capable of turning 2.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The stretch. And the pitch. Swung on and fisted foul off to the right. On a pitch down and in from Metlin to Flummerfelt. We'll keep it right there at 2-2 in inning number 4. Again, the Bee Diggers lead 8-0. The pitch upstairs. Ball 3, strike 2.
John, I've been thinking.
Yeah, oh my gosh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. But tell me after this pitch.
All right.
Because I know there's something wise. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Yes, Evan.
In all your years of broadcasting here, how many baseballs do you think you will find in that little pond over the right field fence?
Well, I mean, if they haven't removed any, I'm sure it's in the several hundred category. There's no question about it. Flummerfelt awaits the 3-2. Here it is. Swung on and fouled off to the right. Challenged him with another fastball, did Sam Metlin. We'll do it again, and we've run out of baseballs for now. And here comes the speedy head coach, Tom Odell, to bring at least one back into play. You might have thought I was being sarcastic, but I thought he got up. I thought he got up the line pretty well.
He did great.
Okay, I mean, I'm faster, but that's a different story. I'm also wearing shorts.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Key rule.
3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a fastball above the letters. And it's a strikeout of Flummerfelt, and Metlin has struck out 4 in the game in only 2 innings of work. And here's Nick Silvas, who popped to center his first time up. And that would have been ball 4.
Yeah, definitely would have.
Yeah. I mean, Paul Deneen's not going to argue on that one. That would have been ball 4. Paul's a baseball guy, too. Paul's just an all-around sports guy. The pitch, breaking ball blocked by Griffith in the dirt.
Great job there by Griffith making that block.
One ball, well, it's really amazing is what I thought.
Oh.
You know, you want to use great, that's fine with me. You know, well, you don't want to overuse adjectives either. Why do that? What am I doing? Questioning.
Got to save some.
A half swing and a miss up. You do have to save some, yeah. Evan James teaches us about the balance of adjectives. Amazing, fabulous, fantastic, spectacular, incredible,
English teacher.
Remarkable. The pitch. That is a strike on the outside corner. Bell tie, it's 1-2. Metlin looking to strike out the side. Here in the 4th inning with a runner at first and 2 down. Silvas awaits the pitch. Here it is. And a check swing foul on a breaking ball. In on the fist. Nice pitch. And Silvas was fooled, but he got something on it. Remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the offering. Swung on and grounded to first. And right there is Welland on 2 hops. He steps in the bag. And Platte Valley is retired in the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's Brush 8. Platte Valley nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Bee Diggers lead 8-0. This game could come to an end here pretty shortly. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, it'll be Ivan Cardenas, Caden Schwint, and Sam Metlin against right-hander Howdy Johnson. Wind and pitch, and a fastball is right there for a strike on the outer half. Bell tie, it's 0-1. The burgers are cooking here, and the concession. We've had this conversation before, okay? I'm not blowing smoke for no reason. Upstairs, count at 1-1, but, I mean, I have talked to people literally in Eaton, in Yuma, in Kersey. They said this one is the best baseball concession stand. It's not even close.
Yeah,
Fastball is high. And it's not Greg and Verna Maris, it's Verna and Greg. I put Verna's name first because I know that I don't want to get in trouble. All right? And the pitch, there we go, swing and a miss. All right, you know what?
I think Greg heard you there.
Well, who's the Cowboys fan? Again, that's another reason I put Verna first. Okay? Come on. All right?
Priorities here.
Although, who'd they just pick up? 2-2 pitch. And the breaking ball is inside off the glove of Rios. It's 3-2. However, I will say this in Greg's defense. It was him who was doing the cooking right now. But I think Verna was taking orders. Well, Greg, it has to be a team effort. Remember,
exactly, yeah.
When 2 becomes 1, that's when it works great. The pitch, and that is a strike, a called strike 3 on a fastball in the inside corner. Howdy Johnson strikes out Ivan Cardenas, and there's 1 down. And for Platte Valley pitching, they have picked up 4 strikeouts. By the way, we will have one of the games this year that I'll just make a nice donation to the concession stand, and then whoever wants a free hot dog or whatever the case may be. But that's usually later in the year. Swung on and fouled back.
Yeah, I mean, we better let my dad know before that so, you know, he actually comes.
Well, you know what? Then he's going to have to come before that. If not, I'm going to make him exempt as much as I love your dad and your mom. Bitches out. I just saw your mom the other day, by the way. Maybe a couple weeks ago coming out of a grocery store.
Oh, sounds
I won't get overly specific. Yeah, I just waved. I tried to be nice. I just don't know. Sometimes I get very socially awkward, as I am right now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th inning, 8-0. Brush leads Platte Valley. The pitch swung on and grounded slowly to short. Charging is Gomez. Throw to first. It's going to be in time and retired for the 2nd out of the bottom of the 4th inning is Caden Schwint, 2 down. And that'll bring up Sam Metlin, who has doubled and walked.
Really looking to get something started here.
Nice job of Howdy Johnson pounding that in on Caden's hands. Well, they had all the issues with the walks earlier. And the pitch swung on, and that is fouled. And watch out, that is close to my automobile. Not quite. And that is out of play, and that hit the top of a car. That's why you drive a 2004 Chevy Malibu, John. It doesn't go for the bad cars. It goes for the newer ones. And that's why I park where I do. No balls and one strike. I mean, I'm sorry. I've been lucky all these years. Only one time that I thought my car was going to get hit. Howdy Johnson looks in. And the pitch. And that one is behind his back to the screen, as we heard there. And the count evens at 1-1. The Bee Diggers have not been retired in order in this game. And they've scored in every inning. And the pitch. Same pitch.
Same spot.
Same spot. It deflects right back to the catcher, Rios. That's how badly he missed. And 2 balls and no strikes. 1 strike, that is. Here to Sam Metlin. Let's see if Howdy Johnson throws it over the plate. And that one went behind him as well. Man, he's lost the zone.
Completely.
How has he not hit Metlin? Those are 3 pitches that could have hit him. 3-1.
Head too.
Yeah, that's very dangerous. Moriarty's on deck, and the pitch. And that one is away, too, or inside, I should say. But away from the strike zone. It's a walk. 7th walk issued to a Bee Digger hitter. And here's K-Dog. He's 0 for 2. He lined to center and reached on an error.
Austin Sisk coming back out for Metlin. Excuse me, Austin Sisk Metzger.
That's fine. Here's the deal, okay? You never miss a courtesy runner.
Yeah.
I put my head down, and you got me covered.
It evens out in the end.
Moriarty, exactly. 0 for 5 on the season. A pitch. Strike. Outside corner. Took something off it. Right above the knees. It's 0-1. Here to Caden Moriarty. The big blast. A 2-run homer by Braxton Shelton in the first inning. 3-step lead. The pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the left and way out of play. Count moves to 0-2. Well, the flag was limp half an inning ago. Now it's picking up a little bit of a breeze in center field. 380 straight away in brush.
And it feels nice, I'll tell you what.
The pitch. Breaking ball is lined down the left field line, and that is fair inside the line. Sisk Metzger round second, headed for third. The throw is going to be late, and now into second is Moriarty with a 2-out double. And the Bee Diggers with a shot to score in this frame. And here comes Jace Krieger.
Really need a good base hit here from Krieger.
That was an inside out swing by Moriarty. The Bee Diggers now have 7 hits in the game. Krieger has walked and singled. He drove in a run with that base hit. Oh, I mean, you got to check out Paul Deneen's pictures. Amazing swing and a miss on a pitch that was almost neck high. No balls and 1 strike. Jace wants to make sure the pitcher brings it down. Out of the stretch with 2 down and 2 on is Johnson to pitch. Swung on and fisted in the air. The shortstop Gomez can't get to it on 2 hops. The throw to first is going to be late, and then the ball skips away up against the fence. Krieger to second. Moriarty now scores. That'll be a single, an RBI, and an error on the throw by the Platte Valley second baseman, Zach Weimer. And the Bee Diggers lead 10-0. They got a break there because there wasn't much elevation on that baseball. 6th error committed by Platte Valley, but give Krieger the hit. They would have not thrown him out there. Evan, do you agree there?
I definitely agree there.
All right. I mean, I don't want to score something and then say, what are you talking about, John?
No, I mean, I 100% agree there. There's going to be a meeting on the mound for the Platte Valley Broncos here, and the Bee Diggers are just kind of hanging out, talking to one another, and having a good time. It's a perfect day for baseball, John.
Oh, without a doubt.
Perfect day for baseball. I mean, you describe it as amazing.
Oh, it's without a doubt, it's amazing. So it's 10-0 Brush, and Krieger to second. The Bee Diggers have scored 2 runs for the 3rd consecutive inning. They scored 4 in the first, and here is Ty Griffith. All the Bee Diggers need to do is mow down Platte Valley in the 5th inning, and they win this game. Without having to play the 6th or 7th innings, you save pitching for next week.
And you save lunch, too.
That's a good point. Boy, what a smart comment that was. The pitch swung on. That is a home run. Way over the left center field fence. That is a monumental blast for Ty Griffith.
Just gone.
A gargantuan 2-run shot for the junior catcher. I mean, there was no need to say way back or anything like that.
No. Right when it came off the bat, you knew.
And the Bead Diggers have scored 4 runs in an inning for the second time in this game. And for the second time in this game, a 2-run homer was part of that 4-run inning. Ty Griffith with a blast, and the Bead Diggers lead by a dozen. And that thing was launched into orbit.
Thing was out of here. No question about it. Just gone.
It was out of everywhere. I mean, that's very little.
It was in someone's front yard, but.
Swung on line, base hit into left center field for Kyle Wellen. He's going to round first. He's going to stay right there with a 2-out single. And keep in mind, the entire rally started with 2 outs and nobody on.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
I mean, you had two, after Schwinn grounded out, all of a sudden.
Decided they want to kick it into gear here.
Yep. Well, let's see if Braxton can keep the inning going. He had a 2-run homer in the first inning. Here's the stretch. Johnson comes home, and that's upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, Braxton hit a pretty nice home run, but Griffiths, that one, if this were golf, he drove it further than Braxton, but it doesn't matter. You hit it over the fence.
It's gone.
1 does not go for 2 and 1 for 3 runs. The pitch, and he takes that on the inside corner with the off-speed. And the count levels at 1-1. Here to Braxton Shelton. 4 across for the Bead Diggers in the bottom of the 4th inning. Off of first. Once again as well in the pitch. Swing and a miss. He pulled his left shoulder there. And that was an off-speed pitch. And it's 1-2 to Shelton. On the day, Shelton is 1 for 2. Howdy Johnson at the belt. The offering in the dirt, and Wellen steals second, no throw. He dives in head first, or hands first. Bead Diggers have a bunch of stolen bases today. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shelton was also hit by a pitch. He's driven in 3 runs in the game. And the offering. That is a strike on the outside corner. It paints the corner. Shelton strikes out. And the Bead Diggers are done in the bottom of the 4th inning. Not before scoring 4 runs on 4 hits, including a 2-run homer from Ty Griffith. There was 1 error and a man left at second base. We head to the 5th inning, perhaps the final inning. Platte Valley needs 3 runs to extend the game. The score, Brush 12, Platte Valley nothing on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Kyle Wellen is the new pitcher. So let's set the rest of the defense for Brush.
Ismael Hernandez at third.
And Hondo's at first, we know that. So Izzy Hernandez, as you mentioned, at third. And then let's see who's at second base. Is that going to be
Moriarty?
Moriarty, yeah, that's K-Dog at second. That means the center fielder is a different player as well.
It looks like Austin Sisk.
Yeah.
And Caden Lefevre
is in left.
In left.
Okay.
Lots of changes here for the Bead Diggers.
But Evan James remains the same.
And Ty Griffith, you know, gotta give him.
Right, no, I got it. Aaron Rios has popped out. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to the left fielder Schwint at that time. Platte Valley needs 3 runs to extend the game. It's 12-0 Brush in the 5th inning. Pitch from Wellen. Swung on, driven deep to left center field. And way back in the gap is Lefevre. And that ball is going to hit the bottom of the fence. Around first and into second with a leadoff double is Aaron Rios. And that ball was tagged. A pitch up in the zone. And Platte Valley has picked up their second hit of the game, and that one was legit. Here's Braden Hoff. He had the first hit, an infield single. And let's see if we get a...
Yeah,
I couldn't get the number on that. Number 8? Is that 8?
No. It's the first pitcher.
Is that Gomez?
Yeah.
No, he's in the lineup. He can't be a courtesy runner. The fastball is a strike. It's got to be somebody else.
Oh, this looks like his mullet.
Yeah, no, it's...
no, that's not him.
I see a number 4. That's Preston.
14?
Preston Hofer. Yep. Yeah. He's running. 0-1 here to Braden Hoff. The pitch. That's a strike on the outer half. No balls and 2 strikes. The Bee Diggers with 4 spots in the first and fourth innings. And 2 runs in the second and third. The pitch. Swing and a miss down and in. And Bee Digger pitchers have racked up strikeouts. Krieger didn't have any, but he pitched 2 effective innings. He is the pitcher of record. That's a strikeout for Kyle Wellen after Sam Metlin fanned 4. Platte Valley Broncos. Here's Zach Weimer. He struck out swinging his first time up. Struck out swinging, that is. And the pitch. Swung on and tapped slowly up the third base side. The pitcher Wellen. Bare hands. Sets. Throws. 2 down. And to third is Hofer. That'll bring up Howdy Johnson. Oh, this would be a small victory for Platte Valley if they could tally a run. Howdy Johnson has popped to center and struck out looking. The Bee Diggers are looking for the 5-inning shutout up 12-0. Kyle Wellen to the plate, and the breaking ball went behind Johnson. It's 1-0. Well, yesterday's game went an hour 34. This at an hour 30, but that went 7 innings. And the pitch, that is right there, but a little bit low. A little bit low, 2-0. Got the plate, but not up enough.
Yeah.
There's vertical, and there's horizontal. 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fisted right side, and to the second baseman, Moriarty, and sidearms to first for the out off the 2-hopper, and the Brush Bee Diggers have won the game by a score of 12-0. 1 hit in the inning for Platte Valley, as we'll take a 1-minute break. Once again, the Bee Diggers 12, and the Broncos nothing as Brush picks up their first victory of the year. We'll have a recap right after this on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Bee Digger postgame show is brought to you by Stubbs Gas and Oil. Fill up your cooler, gas up your car at Stubbs Gas and Oil in Wiggins. John Beltran with Evan James. The Bee Diggers win the game over the Platte Valley Broncos in 4.5 innings, 12-0. 12 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 6 left on base for Brush. No runs, 2 hits, 6 errors, and 4 left on base for Platte Valley. The winning pitcher was Jace Krieger, going 2 innings, and the loss went to Dade Gomez. Time of the game, 1 hour and 31 minutes. The Bee Diggers got a 2-run homer in the first inning from Braxton Shelton. 2 other runs scored on errors to make it 4-0. And then they tallied 2 more in the second inning. Shelton with an RBI ground out. And then another run scored on an error, making it 6-0. Jace Krieger had an RBI single in the third. Ty Griffith with one as well to make it 8-0. And then 4 runs, all with 2 down and nobody on in the bottom of the fourth inning. And the rally started when Sam Metlin was walked. Moriarty then doubled, putting runners at second and third. Braxton Shelton was, well, check that. Then you had, let me go back here. Krieger then had a single, scoring 2. So Krieger drove in a couple of runs because the other one scored on an error. Krieger had 2 RBI, Shelton with 3. And that made it 10-0. Then Ty Griffith with a 2-run homer. 12-0 the final score. Platte Valley loses the season opener, and the Bee Diggers improved to 1-1. That was Brush baseball out there, Evan.
It was No. It was amazing, John.
Amazing. Now, you can use that word again.
The effort was there, with the humbling loss yesterday.
Execution.
I mean, it was just, man.
Yeah, well, it's what you expect. And you expect
what you want to see.
On their home field, you expect at least a home run or 2. Not that this game's about home runs, but the Bee Diggers have so much power in that lineup.
Yes.
With Shelton, with Griffith, with Hondo, with Moriarty, and 2 of those 4 hit home runs today for the Bee Diggers. They're back in action coming up on Tuesday afternoon, weather permitting, 4 o'clock, as they'll be in Eaton against the defending 3A state champion Reds. For Evan James, I'm John Beltran. The final score, once again in 4.5 innings. Brush 12, Platte Valley nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.